I got no clue if that made noise or not. Like I looked and it wasn't bouncing or anything, so I got no clue if the Stream Deck did the applause thing like normal. Oh well, I can't figure it out right now. Anyway, how's it going, everybody? Welcome in. It is music sharing live stream day. It's Tuesday. I've been so busy. I have not really had a legitimate day to just relax in forever. And that's okay. You know what? I feel like I do my best work when I'm busy. So you know what? That's okay. Let me catch up on chat. Let's see. We got Jim coming in an hour early. Actually, no, 2 hours early. Coming in 2 hours early. That's awesome. Hello. We got MJ coming in as well. Pyrola. We got Sally. We got Ian. We got Yasmin. Hello. Welcome in. I'm new. Hello. We got Love Tigress also. Let's see here. Who else? Do we have anybody else? Am I missing anybody? I don't think I'm missing. Oh, Popstars. Popstars is here. Gotcha. I see. Hello. All right. Salutations, stream subscribers, good time zone all. Yay. All of the messages. Fantastic. If I like sound kind of stuffy, it's because I am. I came back from Mexico with allergies and they haven't gone away yet, so waiting for that to happen, but you know, it's still there, unfortunately. That's okay though. Also, apparently I came back at the right time. There's a lot of turmoil happening in Mexico right now, and I truly wish everybody to be safe out there for sure. Vdoin, hello, also welcome in. Let's see. Colleen, hello, welcome in as well. I'm sorry, I've obviously typed too many ing words lately. You know what? That's okay. I say type more. Type them all. All right, let's see. I've got a very bad cold myself. It's raining a lot here. I would very much like it to rain. At least it's a nice temperature out. At least we have that here. You know, it's very sunny. It's very bright, but at least it's a nice temperature. All right, so a couple of things just to cover. So yeah, went on my trip to Mexico. Had a lot of fun. If you are following me on Instagram, I posted a bunch of pictures on there of the trip and everything. And I also posted this bit in Discord, and I believe I put it on the YouTube. I put it on all the socials, I'm pretty sure. But I am engaged. I proposed on the trip, and I came back with a fiance. So that's cool. That's awesome. So there's that announcement, and then I guess I didn't stream last week. You know, because I came back and I was extremely tired and couldn't get anything done. I'm going to go over last week's release schedule and this week's release schedule as well in case you missed anything. So last week, and you know, we've been doing Mondays and Fridays because we've been dealing with the copyright strike and all that. It goes away mid-April, so we got some time to kill before then. But we're doing videos on Mondays and Wednesdays. So last Monday, the 16th, it was Voice of Batchaprot and their cover of Rage Against the Machine's Killing in the Name of. And then last Friday was Stevie Ray Vaughan's Voodoo Child. And that was, I believe, in Austin City Limits. I forgot the year, but that was, you know, it was in the 80s. I know that much. And then yesterday, the 23rd, was Linkin Park's Given Up. And that was their performance in 2008 at Milton Keynes. And then Friday, this Friday, upcoming, hasn't happened yet, is Ozzy Osbourne's Mr. Crowley. Now, these are revisit reactions just because I'm not putting out new stuff for the most part. I do have a priority request that we're going to cover today first, and I may end up getting that up sometime this week. We'll see, but we're going to be reacting to it live on stream. So at the very least, we have that. I would rather have the rain than the blizzard we had yesterday. I did hear there is like a crazy amount of snow up north, and hopefully everybody's staying safe with that as well. 18 inches is insane for snow. I think the most we've ever gotten here in Texas is like 12 or 13. And most of the other times we get ice and our power goes out. Let me see. Congratulations. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. Okay, so that covers that. It's almost non-existent in the UK. Snow? Y'all don't get snow over there? That's valid. Or ice, I guess, too. Ice and snow are two different things, you know. All right. Let's see here. So yeah, we do have a couple of priority requests. We have one from Valinda. This one came in, I believe, on Sunday. And I was like, since we have the whole copyright strike, not a lot of people are going to be able to see it. So I'd rather do it on the live stream and at least let some people see it, you know. And then we also have one from Sally, which we'll do after that. So let me see here. And then, yes, we do have quite a few on the list to check out today as well. Let me see here if we can get the... Let me get chat over here. There we go. There we go. All right, so there is that. Let me move over. All right, got that taken care of. I did not situate the desk properly, so that one's on me. Got a lot of stuff going on, you know, busy and all that. All right. There we go. All right, got the keyboard, got the mouse, we got those where we need them. Let's get the mic where we need it. There we go. Cool. Alrighty. Let's see here. We got Toofy on top of Toofy that never melted from a week and a half ago. That's insane. That's crazy. That's like up to here. Like, that's a lot of snow. So hopefully you're staying safe. How do we send in a request? Yeah, so if you look in the description, there is a, what do you call it? It's a form link. Actually, I have it over here too. It's a forms Google link. You just click on that. It'll take you to the form, and you just submit all the information that way, and you'll be able to add it to the list. Okay, good. You found it. Cool. Love that. All right. So, having said that, we do already have our priority requests pulled up, ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and nix the music because we don't need it no mo. And all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and share the link for the first one. There we go. There we go. All right, so this one is from Valinda. This is Voice Play and their K-pop Demon Hunters medley. And I'll go ahead and go over the message as well, which I'm going to copy that and throw it in a text document because I have horrible eyesight. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is Voice Play's K-pop Demon Hunters medley. So this is the message. Please react to their newest track, Gonna Be Golden, arranged by Lane. They have a new to them guest artist, Grace Kinstler. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, who was a third place finalist on American Idol in 2019. It's best to watch it with the closed captions on because Lane did them himself, and there is a surprise there in the fifth song in the medley. It is excellent. All right, so I shared the link. Lots of acapella things today, it seems. It does seem that, yeah, we have Voice Play, we got Home Free, we have Bass Gang, we have Longest Johns. This one might be acapella. I don't know yet. We'll find out. All right, so let's get this to an appropriate volume. And we do have captions on. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. This is Voice Play's K-pop Demon Hunters medley featuring Grace Kinstler. Here we go.
You came at a bad time, but you just crossed the line. You wanna get wild? Okay, I'll show you wild.
Better come right, better luck trying, get into a level. Cause I'm not dying, never the time, trying to start a battle. Bleeding isn't in my blood, pienso por toda la soul.
Beating you is what I do, yeah.
Something about when you come for the crown is so humbling, huh?
갑자기 왜 그래 멈춰고 두유 왜 이제야 포기해와 Nothing to us run up you done up we come up from sun up to sundown so come on to play
Want either way but one in a million we kill like really. You want it?
Okay
Knocking you out like a lullaby. Hear that song ringing in your mind.
Better sit down for the show, cause I'm gonna show you.
I'm gonna show you.
How it's done
Run, we run the town.
They have incredible range together.
Turn it up it's
right, we're bringing in props now. That's cool.
마시고 마셔봐도 상게 차지 않아. Got a feeling that oh yeah, you could be everything that
It's crazy that they're bringing in multiple languages throughout this. So we have English and Korean.
we wanna flip the top. I'ma come make it hit the spot. Every little drip and drop is pop. Solo todo is getting hot. Yes, I'm sipping when it's dripping. Now it's done. I need a second round and pour a lot and don't you stop.
My soda pop fizzles out.
당장 날 바지가 높잖아. 너는 거야 이미 I'm going tonight. Cause I need you to lead me.
So refreshing.
My little soda pop. You're like a wake up. Every drop I drink up. You're my soda pop. My little soda pop. Call me
And I do like the lighting as well.
up, I won't stop. You're my soda pop. My little soda pop.
I was
I'm just gonna pause right there. So yeah, like the range that they have throughout this is incredible. I feel like, you know, voice play always has great range. You know, like they have the high notes, they have the lower notes with Jeff, and bringing it in Grace here, like she like fits in so well with everything that they're doing. You know, like the fact that we have not only English but we have Korean happening as well, it's so seamless. And I don't know how often they do other languages. I don't know if this is like the first time they've ever done a second language, but it's so like seamless, and it's so like it just like they've been doing it forever, like just in and out like throughout. And I think that's really awesome. Yeah, I wasn't really expecting that. I also haven't seen K-pop Demon Hunters. I know it's a pretty popular movie. I remember seeing a bunch of kids dressed up as characters from the movie during Halloween, but beyond that, I don't really know much about it at all. Maybe I should have seen that before checking this out. I don't really know. Y'all would have to let me know for sure. But yeah, I think it's really cool. And like from the images that I've seen, they do the blue and the pink lights and stuff in there. So having that as a representation here, I think is very fitting. You know, you have the lights reflecting off of them, and I think it kind of gives off this like kind of like an outline, or, you know, just being a cartoon, you know. So I think that's really cool. And just the fact that it's very minimalistic. It's just the lights. They're all like kind of right in the center there. And so it's very well done, and the attention is like really on them. Like they're the sole focus, they're focal point of the performance. So I think that's awesome. And the fact that, you know, we bring in like a fan. So I don't know what else we're gonna bring in throughout this, but having some like props and stuff, I think that's really cool. But yeah, I think they're doing a great job so far. And I can barely talk as it is. Okay. Let's see here. Voice player are so gifted when performing medleys. Grace is wonderful. Yeah, this is really well done so far. I'm really liking it. You know, they have great harmony together. All the high notes, all the low notes, the parts where we're like singing together, and the backing vocals is really nice as well. Let me see here. One of Voice Play's many talents is inviting just the perfect collaborator to sing with them and folding them seamlessly into the group. Yeah, I definitely agree. Lane's CGI Voice Play soda can, not AI, is fun. I do like, yeah, bringing in some effects as well is nice. Their version of Just Sing has Spanish. Okay, cool. So they have done other languages with their performances. That's really cool. Not the first time with another language, sometimes Spanish, and several. Ellie and Caesar both speak conventional Japanese from their time living and performing there pre-voice play. I did not know that. That's really cool. Lane's transitions between songs is great. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like really kind of really look for those, I think, because like I feel like there's just so much happening. It's hard to catch everything. But yeah, I think what they're doing is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, let's go ahead and check out the rest of this. Here we go.
I was a ghost, I was alone. Through a chin on, guess okay. Given the throne, I didn't know how to believe. I was the queen.
I do like the pop.
Two lives, play both sides, but I couldn't find my own place.
That high range is really. And they always have really clean vocals, and Grace coming in.
Keeping you in check, keeping you obsessed. Play me on repeat, couldn't change in your head. Anytime it hurts, playing down the verse. I can be a
I'm the only one right now. I will love you more when it all burns down. More than power, more than gold.
Not only that, but I feel like with medleys, everybody gets a chance to shine, like, equally.
I'm the only one who loves your sin. Voice gets underneath your skin. Listen, 'cause I'm high. Can I get the mic a little higher? Higher. I could be this way. Don't you love it? Now you're running wild. And you're down on your knees.
Now I'm seeing all the beauty in the broken glass. This girl's a part of me, darkness and harmony. My voice without the lies. This is what it sounds like.
Why did I cover up the color stuck inside my head? I should've let the jagged edges meet the light instead.
Show me what's underneath.
I'll find your harmony.
This song we couldn't write. This is what it sounds like.
Ooh. That's a nice background effect.
This is what it sounds like. We broke into a million pieces and we can't go back. But now we're seeing all the beauty in the broken glass.
So now the lights are doing something completely different.
In harmony, my voice without the lies. This is what it sounds like. Why did we cover up the color stuck inside our head? Get up and let the jagged edges meet the light instead. Show me what's underneath. I'll find your harmony. Fierce and undefined.
This is what it sounds like.
I'm done
Wild.
hiding now. I'm shining like I wanna be, baby.
So that we're free.
Feel the lights on me.
Truth after all this time, our voices are
She could really hit a note. That's crazy.
This is what it sounds like. I'm the only one who loves your sin. Feel the way my voice gets underneath your skin. Like a little higher. Give me your desire. I could be the star you
Wild. Yeah, I think they did a great job with this. Now, granted, songs, so I don't have like a baseline understanding of how they go or anything like that. But based on what I know about voice play, based on all the reactions I've been able to do, all the songs I've been able to check out, I'm sure they nailed it. You know, I think that's really awesome. All the effects that we had throughout this as well, like, you know, the starry background that we had, because like it just looked like they were in a normal room, and then all of a sudden it kind of just went off to this like green screened effect, and I'm not really sure if that's what it was, but I think it's awesome how they had that going on. And then the lights they did, I'm not really sure what they were doing, but it was just like a completely different effect from what they were doing before, and it almost kind of looked like it was like just a portion of a background. That's kind of what it looked like to me. The vocal talent that we had here is definitely incredible. The low bass like volume that Jeff was going with, the beats that Lane was doing here, and then all of the higher vocal ranges that we had from Grace, Ellie, and Caesar, like just really well done. Honestly, Grace kind of reminded me a little bit of Fozia here with how high and how her what's the word, her vibrato was throughout this. It was just so clean, and just how her vibrato was throughout this. It just kind of reminded me of that a little bit. But I mean, it's even more so that it's just like a pop star style. You know, it just a lot of pop stars kind of have like a similar sound in terms of that. But even beyond that, you can see that she has great talent. She has her own style throughout that, and it worked really well here. But yeah, I think they did a phenomenal job with this one. I really liked it. Let's see here. Lane arranged this one and directed the video. Definitely did a great job with it for sure. When Jeff is singing a B0 subharmonic, it's always Lane's doing. He made Jeff sing those background arpeggios, 2.5 octaves in 3 bars too. That's awesome. Yeah, I also wonder, because like there was like Korean throughout this. I wonder how long they had to practice this one, you know, because it's, you know, it's more than just English, so it probably requires a little bit more practice than normal, you know. But even then, it wasn't like super fast Korean or anything like that. Like most of the time when they were doing the Korean portions, you know, is a little bit slower, so it probably didn't require too much extra effort. But I think they definitely nailed it for sure. Let me see. Is the stream struggling for anyone? I don't know. But it's watchable. I thought it was just me. Yes, slightly glitchy. Interesting. I haven't dropped any frames, so I'm not really sure. Maybe try refreshing and see if that does anything. That may help. I don't know. But then again, it is affecting multiple people, so I don't really know. But I haven't dropped any frames, so seems to be okay now. All right, awesome. Was it like while the video was playing? Because sometimes I notice that like when I go back and watch VODs and stuff, when there's like a lot of stuff happening on the screen, it kind of glitches out a little bit. So maybe that was it. Hard to say. It keeps buffering. Interesting. During the video. Okay. But now that there's not like a lot of movement. Okay. That's probably what it is. That would be my guess. I don't know how much to learn, but Korean speakers have commented that their pronunciation is spot on. That is definitely awesome. So yeah, they nailed it. Yeah. Excuse me. Let's see, did I miss anything else? I don't think so. Okay. Let's see here. So let's go ahead and mark this one off. Man, I would like to be able to breathe and talk normal, but apparently not. It seems okay at the moment, so yeah, maybe it was the video doing it. Probably. I have noticed like on a couple of the VODs, it's just it does that, and a little bit more normal, or it's happening a little bit more frequently. I feel like I don't like it. I hate it, but I don't know how to stop that. So if anybody has any ideas, I'm open to them. All right, so that's the next one that we're doing. So this one's from Sally. Let me copy this, and we're gonna make this a little bit bigger. There we go. All right, so this is a private request from Sally, so thank you very much for that. Congratulations again, and I thought I'd give you a couple of home free engagement videos. They released this one around the time Tim announced his engagement to Jenica. So this is Die a Happy Man. All right, so I already sent that over. Volume's good. All right, so let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go.
Baby, last night was hands down one of the best nights that I've had, no doubt. Between the bottle of wine and the look in your eyes and Marvin Gaye, then we danced in the dark under September stars in the pouring rain. And I know that I can't ever tell you enough that all I need in this life is your crazy
I like the cinematography that we're getting there.
I'll never get to see the northern lights, or if I never get to see the Eiffel Tower at night, or if all I got is your hand in my hand, baby, I could die a happy man. Shoot it, happy man, baby. Shoot it, yeah. Baby, that red dress brings me to my knees. Oh, but that black dress makes it hard to breathe. You're a saint, you're a goddess, the cutest, the hottest, a masterpiece. It's too good to be true, nothing better than you in my wildest dreams. And I know that I can't ever tell you enough that all I need in this life is your crazy love. If I never get to see the northern lights, or if I never get to see the Eiffel Tower at night, oh, if all I got is your hand in my hand, baby, I could die a happy man. Yeah.
I'll pause right there. Hey, look, we're pretty much halfway. Great, love it. Yeah, I mean, this is I don't know if this is a cover or this is an original. I don't know if it would say that in the description. I feel like they always change stuff in the description in terms of like tour dates and stuff, and obviously they haven't done that in a while. But yeah, I mean the way they're going about this, like it's got this kind of more easygoing vibe throughout this, and I think it fits really nicely, especially with the location that they're at. They have this like decorated, I guess it'd be kind of like a pavilion kind of thing. It's a smaller pavilion, but it's still like really cool with all the lights that they have up and everything. It kind of gives off this engagement location where you could actually like film the proposal and everything. It looks really cool. And then just going around with the river that they're on and taking photos and video and stuff there, walking around and everything. I think it's really cool, and it kind of reminds me of one of the places that I went to in Mexico. I don't know where this was necessarily. It's probably, I'm relatively sure it's not the same area, but just the fact that it's on a river kind of just reminds me of that, and like all the stuff that we got to do on there, all the zip lining that we got to do, the jumping off the cliff and kayaking and walking around and stuff. So it kind of reminiscent, which is really cool. Vocal work, I think they're doing a great job with this. The harmony is fantastic. Excuse me. I feel like with these allergies, I'm a little foggy, in the head right now. But anyway, that's completely separate from this. With Chance taking lead on this one, I think it's a great call here. And then we have Tim and we have Austin, providing vocal backup, and then you have Adam Rupp and I had everybody else. How am I missing Rob? I don't know why also Rob is doing vocal backup with that, and then Adam Rupp is doing the percussion throughout this, and even throughout that he's still doing some vocal backup with this as well. So he's kind of multitasking on this one, and I think everything that they're doing is fantastic with this, and it's really nicely done. I like it. Let's see. This is done by Riley of The Hound and the Fox and his friend Jimmy Bates. Okay, cool. The filming, I mean. Oh, okay. So they're filming this. Okay, I got you. It's a cover of a song by Thomas Rhett. It's a venue in Oregon that they use for weddings, local for film crew. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so they're up in Oregon for this. Yeah, it's a really nice setting. I like it. I think they picked a great location for this video. Yeah, let's go ahead and check out the rest of it. Here we go.
Happy man. Whoa, a happy man. I don't need no vacation, no fancy destination. Baby, you're my great escape. We could stay at home, listen to the radio, or dance around the fireplace. If I never get to build my mansion in Georgia, or drive a sports car up the coast of California, oh, if all I got is your hand in my hand, baby, I could die a happy man. Baby, I could die a happy man. Oh, I could die a happy man. You know I could, girl. I could die a happy man. Yeah, baby.
Thank you all so much for watching our take on Thomas Rhett's Die a Happy Man.
Ah, there we go.
We absolutely love the song, and it was a great chance for us to feature his fans.
And please support us on Patreon. If you don't, it's a great way to help us create more music videos.
So does that mean Chance didn't take lead a lot of the time?
Come out and see us somewhere.
Definitely. And you should like us on Facebook and subscribe on our YouTube channel here. Please, please do it.
Thanks, everyone. Bye. See y'all.
Bye.
All right. If I let that play any longer, it's gonna copyright that one too. In addition to this, it's gonna be a completely separate copyright. Anyway, so yeah, I'm trying to think of all of the home free performances I've checked out. You know, I feel like for the most part, it's kind of spread around pretty equally in terms of who takes lead, or at least who gets featured on a verse. But this was also, if I'm not mistaken, 9 years ago. So I don't know, like, at what point they kind of rearranged stuff. I have no clue. But yeah, I think he did a great job with the first half, and then we had Austin take lead on like the rest of this, and we also had Rob kind of do like a transition. So it was kind of a transition from Chance to Austin, and Rob kind of filled in that bridge there. And then we also, for the, I guess, last minute of the video, Tim was not with everybody else because he was dancing with Jenica. And so they kind of did two separate things there. So I thought that was like a really nice touch as well. So I don't know if video-wise, while they were filming everything, if those were shot around the same time, or because, you know, videos, they get shot in different segments and things like that. So I'm not really sure if those were shot at the same time, or if they were just kind of just for the video itself. You know, I'm not really sure. But I think they did a great job with this one. Have not heard the original, so I don't know if how close it is to the original necessarily. But you know, again, like Voice Play, they do phenomenal work with covers and stuff. So I'm sure they nailed it. Excuse me. But yeah, I think they did a great job with this one. I liked it. What's good, fam? Pyrax, welcome in. I'm sorry, Pyrex, not Pyrax. Pyrex. Vision's terrible. Welcome in. Hopefully you are doing well. We're just checking out, you know, some reactions and stuff. This was Chance's first featured lead. It's only a few months after he joined the group. Oh, okay. So that would explain that. So when was this? This is 2016. So he joined in 2016. Okay. I'm sure I've checked out a couple of older performances, but I don't really remember. But I know they did have, was it Chris Rupp? He used to be in the group, and then he left. And I guess Chance came in and filled that spot. That would be my guess, but I don't really remember. I haven't really checked out much of anything with Chris Rupp. I think I checked out maybe 2 or 3 of their performances, so not many. And it's mostly been the 5 that we got to check out here, and then obviously now they have Adam Bastine in place of Austin, and even with that, I've only checked out a couple of those. So, but I feel like this is the majority of the performances I've been able to check out is with these 5. Yeah, Adam's brother Chris. Right. Yeah, definitely a great one. Yeah, it just has a really relaxed feel to it. All right, let's go ahead and get a few of these pulled up. Let's see, we need to resize. There we go. Okay. No, we're not starting yet. I'm just getting these ready. All right, so we're doing this one. All right, so we don't have any information about this one, but this one is from Michael Jackson. This is the Jackson. It's a Jackson 5 medley, but it just says the Jacksons. So I'm not sure when this was specifically, because it says it's a studio recreation. I have no information, unfortunately. But I will go ahead and share the link. There we go. Let's get back over here. So yeah, Michael Jackson, if you are here, if you have any information, would love to learn about what's going on. Obviously, it says it's the 25th anniversary performance of Motown. We have checked out something from this, I feel like, but I don't really remember. Sounds good. Hello there, Sally. He was their arranger, but tended not to give himself leads. Oh, okay. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Well, alrighty then. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. This is the Jacksons medley from the Motown 25 performance. Here we go. Has a really interesting sound. Like, I know I've heard this song before, but it sounds pretty different by comparison. It feels like it's a lot faster, and it has this like synth sound to it. The visual effect they put on the screen is interesting. Like it kind of gives off this focal point, but everything else gets warped around it. So I guess that's why it's not the Jackson 5 anymore, because we have 6 members on stage.
Did you remember these songs? I never can say goodbye. Never can say goodbye. Even though the pain and heartaches seem to follow me wherever I go. Though I try and strike to cut my feet against, they always seem
I also think it's interesting, like, we have vocalists on stage, of course, and then we have a couple of stringed instruments, but, like, there's no drums or anything else on stage. So I guess they have the guitars there just to add a little bit to the performance with the backing music that's already there. Yeah, no drums, no piano. Unless they're, like, way in the back. I mean, there is something back there. I don't know if those are just people sitting back there on stage or if those are people playing instruments too. Because I do see a drum set. So I guess we do have other instruments in the back. I feel like the visual effects that we have on the screen kind of distorted that, so it was a little hard to tell. And I'm guessing with this being a studio recreation, they're using the studio tracks with the live footage from the performance.
Come on, everybody sing. Don't you know, yeah, I'll be there. Everybody. Just look over your shoulders, honey. Ooh, I'll be there. Everybody sing it.
I feel like I've heard maybe a cover of this song or a version of the song, or the chord progression of the song sounds relatively familiar.
Come on, everybody, put your hands up in there like this. Come on. Look around. Everybody sing it. I'll be there.
But that one I'm not 100% sure about.
It's beautiful.
I feel like the second song I definitely hadn't heard before. Those drums. Oh well, we're done. I didn't realize that was it. That went a lot faster than I thought it would, honestly. Well, okay. Anyway, so yeah, I think it's really cool how, like, we had not just 5 members on stage, but 6, and I don't know how many members of the family that, like, performed together. You know, like, because I don't know how many kids there were. Because I don't really know much about the Jackson family at all, other than Michael Jackson, and then their father was not a great person. That's about all I know. But yeah, I think how they performed and everything, like, they have great stage presence. Basing it on the studio version of the song itself, you know, we have great harmony throughout that. Michael Jackson took lead on pretty much everything, and then everybody else kind of did some backing vocals and instrumentation and stuff. That is another question, because, like, we got to see a couple of people on stage with stringed instruments, and then we saw a drum set in the back. So did anybody else in the Jackson 5, did they play the instruments, or did they have, like, a studio band play all the instruments, and that way everybody else could, like, focus on performing, like, on stage and dancing around and everything? So that would be another question that I have, because I don't really know. But yeah, I think it's really cool how they kind of put at least 3 songs together throughout this. But even with that, like, the first song going into the second song, at least from the studio's perspective, there was a bit of a pause. So I thought that was interesting as well. So there wasn't really, I guess there wasn't really much happening between those two instrumentally. But yeah, I think it's definitely awesome how they performed this one. I liked it. This was right before Michael Jackson or Michael performed Billie Jean on Motown 25, which we saw that one. That's the one we saw. Yeah. Okay, I remember that one. Hey, Fred Sky, welcome in. How is it going? I'm gonna butcher your name, and I do apologize, but Nue, welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, those are the links for everything. So be sure to check those out for the rules and stuff. Let's see. Coming up, two of my favorite voices together, Josh and Emma. Enjoy. We will for sure. Also, at that one part of Michael's brother's microphone was not working, and you could see him having to share with that member at one part. Yeah, there was some movement there. So I guess it just wasn't the best setup for the. I don't know if that just means they didn't do like a sound check before, or if something happened like while they were performing. You know, because that can happen. You know, I would assume they checked everything before they started, but you know, it's electronics. There's really not much you can do about it sometimes. Good, you? I'm doing all right. I have allergies, so if it sounds like I'm a little stuffy, that's why. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. So I'm doing the best I can with that, but there's only so much I can do, unfortunately. I should probably take some medication. Maybe I should do that before we start up with the next one. Let me go grab those real quick, and I'll just put this on real quick, just so I can hopefully breathe by the end of this. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Let me see. Hi, Sky. Hi, Sky. Everybody say hi, Sky. All right. So this next one's from Ian. This is the Teskey brothers and Emma Donovan, Get Back to the Land. Pure majestic voices. So let's go ahead and share this link. There we go. All right, cool. There we go. So yeah, this is from Ian. Let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go. Oh wait, hold. Oh, I'm sorry. He said hold on. Sky said hold on. Oh wait, hold on. We're here. I don't know what we're holding on for, but we're here. No, maybe. I don't know. Should I just go ahead and play? I don't know. Carry on. Oh, okay. We're gonna carry on, guys. We're gonna carry on. All right, here we go. Got a steel guitar.
When somebody does you wrong, what can you do? And you're not the only one they're making love to. When they let go of your hand, you got to get back to the land, 'cause it will never, never hurt you.
Hey, when your so-called friends no longer want you around, you're not up with the trends that the other friends they found. If you don't fit into their plans, then get back to the land, 'cause it'll never, ever, ever let you down.
And your mother, she always loved.
I'm hoping we get some harmony between both our vocalists here.
She wrapped you in her arms.
I was right, yay.
And she feed you milk and honey.
It's such an easygoing song.
And she'll keep you safe from harm. I will nobody appreciates you. Where can you go?
I should probably pause. I'm relatively sure we're over halfway. So yeah, I mean it's a relatively like easygoing song. Like it's super chill the way they're performing this. Like when I saw the steel guitar, I didn't really know what direction we were gonna go with this, and this is the direction that we're going. And you know, bringing in with the piano, and we have some horn instruments as well. Like everything is working nicely here. I really like it. The vocalists that we have here, who it was. No, you put it over here. Josh, yeah. So we have Josh and we have Emma. Both of them performing, like, doing great separately. And then we had a little moment of both of them performing together. It was a small moment, but I was like, yes, we finally got them together. Because, like, both of them did great separately. And I was like, I feel like both of them would do really well together. And I was definitely right. They have great vocal harmony together, which was really nice. Vocal style, like we didn't have like insanely great range from either one of them, but where they were at vocally, definitely it hit really nicely. They're not like going over the top or anything like that. You know, it's keeping in line with how the instrumentation is, and I think that's really nice. But yeah, I think the way they're performing this is great. The location that they're at, they're in some kind of studio, I think, and it's just, I don't know, it just kind of gives off this really chill vibes throughout this, and I think it goes really nicely with the song. But yeah, I'm liking it so far. I think it's great. Let's see here. Carry on. Wait, I'm powerful enough to control stream. No, no. I didn't know why we were holding on. So I was seeing if it was important. Obviously, it was not. So that I mean, it is what it is. Tetsuo, hopefully you're still here. Unfortunately, I can't stay, but I still wanted to pass by and wish everyone a good one. Hopefully you're doing well if you are still here, and if you're not, sorry we missed you, and we'll catch you next time because I know you're pretty busy with things, and it's already probably close to 10 p.m. if I remember time zone correctly. But hopefully you're doing well. It's the Teskey, and I am pronouncing that right? Teskey, Teskey Brothers Home Studio. Okay. Yeah, I mean they definitely do have a really cool studio for sure. 'Cause like look at that, like they have like just nature right outside their really big window. So I think that's really nice. It just creates this great backdrop. It's very very calm, very peaceful. I like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and check out the rest of this. Here we go.
I will nobody appreciates you. Where can you go?
Do we pack our bags and catch that train to I don't know?
So when they don't understand,
You got to get back to the land.
Getting some more power from Emma.
never, ever, ever let you go. So when they don't understand, you got to get back to the land. 'Cause it will never, ever, ever let you go. It will never, ever, ever let you go.
Very nicely done. And yeah, we got some more harmony, on the rest of this, which I thought was great. So we got more of that. I think that was like the only thing that we were kind of missing from this song, like is just the vocal harmony, and they really brought it to this. We also got some power from both of them. Not too much power, but like they added some to that just to enhance it just that much more. So yeah, I think they definitely did a great job with this one. Yeah, like they really brought in some of this like really really chill blues, and I guess with I'm sorry, what was his Josh? I don't know why I'm forgetting the name Josh. But the way Josh came in with his vocals, like it was really had a chill style, but also bringing in some of this like raspiness that was really well done. And then Emma coming in with raspiness of her own. I think they complemented each other very nicely for sure. Let's see. That was very well done. Thank you. Thanks to everyone. Off to work. Have a great day at work for sure. Hopefully it goes well. And thank you very much for your submission. All right, so let's go ahead and mark that one off and get to the next one. All right, so yeah, this is it. All right, so this one is from Pyrola. This is the Longest John's Rocky Road to Dublin. One of the first Longest John songs I learned to sing. Turns out I have to sing it super fast, otherwise I run out of breath. There's not much breathing room in the song. Interesting. So there's going to be a lot of fast-paced stuff happening throughout this. Okay. All right. Cool. Let's go ahead and copy the link. There we go. Let's see. Time to go for a walk with the Johns. All right, let's. Oh wait, this is a seaside. What is seaside? Because it's the letter C, not actual the ocean sea. So is that like a play on? Is that like a play on that, or is there actually? Because there's A sides and B sides. I've just never heard of C sides before, so I'm not really sure. Kind of interesting. So if you have any information about that, I would like to learn. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. This is Rocky Road to Dublin, the Longest Johns. Here we go.
In the merry month of June, and from me home I started, left the girls at home so sad and broken hearted, saluted father dear, kissed me darling mother, drank a pint of beer, me grief and tears to smother, then off to reap the corn, leave where I was born, gotta stop back thorns, a banished ghost and gobbling, bought a new pair of brogues, rattling all the bugs, frightening all the dogs, on the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up the hare and turn her down the rocky road,
I see what you mean.
all the ways to Dublin, whack for lolly-rah. In Mullingar that night I rested limbs so weary, started by daylight, my spirits bright and cheery, took a drop of the pure to keep me heart from sinking, that's the Paddy's cure, whenever he's on for drinking, to see the lasses smile, laughing all the while, at me curious style would set your heart a bubbling, asked if I was hired, wages I required till I was almost tired, on the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hut the hare and turn her down the rocky
There's
road.
micro breaths happening throughout this, so I get that.
In Dublin next arrived, I thought it such a pity to be so soon deprived of view of that fine city. Then I took a stroll down among the quality bundle it was sold there in a neat locality. Something crossed my mind, then I looked behind the bundle. Could I find upon me stick a wobble inquiring for the rogue? Said me cornet broke, wasn't much in vogue on the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up the hare and turn her down the rocky road.
I like that vocal pattern that we're doing throughout this. That's really cool.
From there I got away, my spirits never failing.
This is very bouncy.
Just as the ship was sailing, Captain up me roared, said the no room Paddy. Then I jumped aboard a cabin, found for Paddy was down among the pigs. Play some hearty rigs, dance some hearty jigs, the water round me bubbling off to Holyhead. Wish myself
Maybe I'm
was
crazy, but I thought Andy was taller.
On the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, and all the ways to Dublin, whack for lolly-rah. The boys of Liverpool, when we safely land, they called myself a fool. I could no longer stand it, blood began to boil. Temper I was losing, poor old Erin's eye. How they began abusing her army, so says I, shillelagh, I let fly some Galway boys were by, and so I was a hobbling with a loud array. Joined in the affray, we quickly cleared the way for the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up the hare and turn her down the rocky road, and all the ways to Dublin, whack for lolly-rah. Up the hare and turn her down the rocky road, and all the ways to Dublin, whack for lolly-rah.
All in one take too. It's really awesome. So yeah, like how it started, we had JD coming in, like starting off the song here, and then Andy came in and just like continued that bouncing pattern that they have with their vocals, and then Robbie came in on like just kind of transitioned into that as well. And then I was wondering if they were going to like kind of play with that, but no, they all three just kept going throughout the rest of the song. And yeah, like throughout that, you hear them taking micro breaths, and even there were some like small pauses, I guess, throughout this as well. So I could see what you were talking about with like having a hard time trying to figure out where to take breaths and being able to keep up with that. You know, there was definitely a lot, and I don't know if this is the fastest we've been able to check them out with how fast they sing and stuff. I'm not really sure, but it was definitely a much faster track in terms of vocal work. So yeah, I think that was really great. And yeah, I mean, it was just a one shot. Like they did it all in one shot, one try. So I think that's really awesome how they went about that as well. And yeah, just on the road, you know, just walking around. I think that's really cool. Yeah, I think it's really cool how they went about this. I liked it. Let's see here. Martstar, welcome in. I'm back in the Emerald Isle. See, I don't know if you mean Pokemon Emerald or if this is something else entirely, or if you're on the road to see the wizard in Oz. I got no clue. Oh, you're in Ireland. Okay, valid. Yeah, that's valid. Let's see here. It was an EP of songs with a pun title. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. EP, yeah, a thing with songs on it. Yeah, okay. I didn't know that's what EPs were. I didn't know that they were C-sides. So that's really cool. It's a lot of fun to sing this. They're very impressive. It's an illusion. The other two are just very tall. Andy is the shortest, John, but yeah, the others are just giants. He's of a more reasonable height. Oh, okay. So it is a bit of an illusion then. They're just ridiculously tall. Got it. When Dave was with them, he kind of bridged the gap between the really tall ones and Andy, who isn't really short, but just by contrast. Okay. Fast and a lot of words. Rocky Road to See the Wizard? Yes, that one. So suitable song for being in Ireland then. I think so, yeah. Excuse me. Need some water. Allergies are still killing me. Sergius, welcome in. Good evening or good day for you. Yeah, it's still daytime. It's 3:14 in the afternoon. So yeah, Ireland. The song took me there. You know what? That's valid. That is valid. Yeah, because Dublin. Yeah, makes sense. You know, Dublin, Ireland, and all that. But yeah, definitely awesome with that one. Very very upbeat. I feel like. It's evening for me. Yeah, I feel like probably everybody across the pond over in Europe is probably evening time or nighttime probably because it's at least a 6-hour difference from where I'm at. You know, it's 3 p.m. here, so it's probably like 9:15 or 10:15 depending on which part of Europe we're talking about. Dublin, largest city in the world, just keeps doubling and doubling. Hold on. I have something for that. It'll work. I don't know if it will or not. Why is the Stream Deck not working? It's supposed to. Let me see. Is that it? There we go. Now it's working. I got it. I think because there was an update with Stream Deck. Maybe that's why. So yeah, the applause did not come in earlier, so that would be why. Okay, so we got there. We got there. All right, here we go. All right. Just pausing these, getting them ready to go. There we go. All right, cool. Alrighty, so first up we have Sally's Home Free Cover Me Up. This was released to announce Chance and Sam's engagement. Make sure you watch to the end. All right, cool. You can do that. All right, so let's share the link. There we go. And let me catch back up on chat before we jump in. Okay, yeah. I think I'm all caught up. All right, so this is, I guess, another engagement performance. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go.
My heart on the run keeps a hand on the gun. You can't trust anyone. But I was so sure what I needed was more, and tried to shoot out the sun. And days when we raged, we flew off the page, such damage was done. But I made it through, 'cause somebody knew I was meant for someone. So girl, leave your boots by the bed. We ain't leaving this room till someone needs me.
The bass harmony throughout this is really nice.
It's cold in this house and I ain't going out to chop wood. So cover me up and know you're enough to use me for good. But
Put your faith to the test when I tore off your dress in Richmond on high. But I sobered up and I swore off that stuff forever this time. And your lover sing, I thought it'd be me who helped him get home. But home was a dream, one I'd never seen until you came along. So girl, hang your dress up to dry, we ain't leaving this room till Percy Priest breaks open.
I like the harmony that we're getting from Rob and Chance.
And carries this house on the stones like a piece of driftwood. So cover me up and know you're enough to use me for good.
Pause right there. So yeah, like Chance is taking lead through this performance as well, just like the one we got to check out before. And I mean, instrumentally, it's pretty minimalistic. You know, we just have the bass notes coming throughout this with the backing harmony with that, and you know, there's really not really any percussion throughout. There's like a very, very subtle beat happening. It's pretty constant, but yeah, there's not much to it. It's just like a constant subtle beat throughout this, and that's really all we have going on here. And then, you know, for this last part, we got to hear Rob harmonize with Chance, and I think they have really great vocal chemistry throughout this as well. I think they're doing a great job with that. I'm also kind of wondering, because like the primary focus of this video with Chance with the big screen, and then everybody else is on like the left side with much smaller screens. I'm wondering if this was like a social distancing performance or not. It does say May 30th, so I'm guessing when they filmed this, COVID was still happening. So that would be my guess as well, because I was kind of wondering that throughout this, just like why nobody else is like here, and I'm guessing that's what was going on there. And then, you know, through the video, I feel like I haven't really seen that many different videos where they're not the featured, I guess, actors or whatever throughout this, because they have other people in here. And I feel like we've seen that in a couple of home free performances, but not many. Mostly because like most of the performances they do is just them and just them singing, and that's really it. So this is one of those that is telling a story while they're singing, and you know, so like we don't get that very often, but you know, this is, I think it's really cool when they do that. And you know, it goes along with the song, and I think that's really great as well. But yeah, I'm really liking it so far, especially like where he's at. You have the sun setting behind him, and I think that's like a really nice touch as well. But yeah, I'm liking it so far. This was a lockdown video. They all filmed themselves near their homes. Okay, that's valid. Gotcha. Rend Collective are an Irish Christian band you might enjoy in live, not necessarily for on here. I mean, maybe. You never know, Martstar. You never do. Bought you a coffee today. I did see that, so we'll be able to check that one out after this one. So I'll be looking forward to that. I'm guessing. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we'll jump to this, and then yeah. Okay, I see. Because I was like, I don't see a link or anything, so I was kind of confused. But yeah, that works. The actors were already a couple, so they didn't need to social distance. Well, yeah, I kind of figured that much, and that makes a lot of sense. It'd be kind of hard to do the social distancing with two randos, you know. That makes sense. Also, Doggo. We have Doggo here, and we had a cat in the other one, so We get featured animals. I think that's great. The only thing I don't really care for is the aspect ratio. I don't know why YouTube does that sometimes. It's just weird, but I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out the rest of this. Here we go.
And know you're enough to use me for good. So girl, leave your boots by the bed. We ain't leaving this room.
Don't break the pasta. Don't break it. That's a no-no.
Someone needs medical help or the magnolias bloom.
Yo, piss off the Italians, man.
It's cold in this house and I ain't going out to chop wood. So cover me up and know you're enough to use me for good. So cover me up and know you're enough to use me for good.
I was like, if they're not going to show the proposal, I mean, you kind of have to. After the European tour was canceled due to the pandemic and his plan to propose to Sammy seemingly along with it, he took it in stride and did it anyway.
I was going to do this in Europe, but, you know, that obviously got canceled, so.
I was like, are we gonna get the rest of that? So I'm glad they told us that she said yes. So that's nice. I am glad that they included that as well. That's nice. It's almost kind of like the story that they told. It was almost kind of like based on a true story. It's kind of the feeling that I got from this. Obviously the proposal that they did was like probably not as grand as he had initially planned. You know, COVID kind of. It messed up a lot of things, let's be honest. But you know, he still got to do it. She said yes. That's definitely awesome. And yeah, we did get to see the proposal in the video, so I think that's awesome. Yeah, I think it's a great performance. I definitely like that. The only thing is with how everybody else had their video set up, their on the screen, it almost kind of gave off this like green screen background or something. Just because like they weren't really moving or anything, so it's kind of hard to tell if they actually had trees behind them or green screen. I was kind of noticing that a little bit. You can go either way with that, I feel like, but other than that, I think they did a great job with this one. I liked it. Let's see. Hiya, Donnie, welcome in. How are you? Sure, we can look into that. So we are at tours, and we go until 5 o'clock. So we have about an hour and a half. We just finished this one right here. So basically what it is like all the priority requests, which we're about to knock out Sergius's because he did all of the priority requests, then the list, just starting from the top and working our way down. So that's how that works. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in front of you, if that tells you anything. But yeah, we were 5 reactions done in an hour at the very least. He'll bring the spreadsheet up soon. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I always refer back to it as needed. So yeah, so this next one is going to be Sergius's. So we're checking out Frightened Rabbit, Skip the Youth, which we checked out a few Frightened Rabbit performances. Let's see here. And also, thank you very much for the priority request. I remember telling you their songs needed a bit of warming up to when I first introduced them. This track is probably one of their more alternative songs, but I enjoy it for both its musical as well as lyrical work. All right, so this is Frightened Rabbit, Skip the Youth. Go ahead and share the link with that. There we go. Oh, there's the hunger. It hit finally. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go. Have a build-up happening. The album art is interesting. It almost looks like knives in the middle icons. I'm sure that's not what they are, but that's kind of what it looks like. Or a net, maybe. Maybe they're trying to catch the stars. It's a pretty intense buildup. I feel like we're adding more and more to this buildup too. We're still building up too. Now we have the drums in the back.
I've been digging that hole tonight, on my knees beneath the moon. All I need is a place to lie. Guess the grave will have to do. Won't you give me 2 minutes, please? Just let me cover my eyes. All the hammer and scrape has been chipping away at the luster of life. So I will, but I am so tired. If I can't shake myself, I can't dance with you.
I think it's really cool how we had the build up at the beginning and then we kind of cut it away from a bunch of that, and now we're getting like a traditional instrumental build up. Like we're adding more and more to this. The backing vocals are nice.
My body is far from old. I'm bound to useless youth, and I can't take a fist to throw through the crust of the earth. If you find me, don't wake me. I can't be shaken awake. If you don't stare at the dark, if you never feel bleak, life starts to lose its taste. So but I am so tired.
It really has this like positive melody.
If I can't shake myself, I can't dance with you. I hear drums, the worn out beat of a tired heart. If this is the prime of life, I wish I could scare the blasted you.
Go ahead and pause. We haven't had a chance to pause yet. Yeah, vocally, I think it's really cool. Like just how I don't remember the names of anybody in the group, and I know that the singer passed away, and that's what disbanded the group. But yeah, I think how he's going about the vocal work, like it has this like, I don't know, it has this like intensity to it that just fits really nicely here. And then everybody else in the band, you know, doing the backing vocals, it just reinforces that, which I think is great. The melody that we're getting throughout this, like it just has this positive spin, like, and it just fits really well here. The build up at the beginning, I didn't really know what was happening, but it was like, I don't know, it kind of gave off this like, this is gonna be like a big song, and so far, like I think they've really hit that, and I think that's great. And then yeah, we like stripped all of that away, and then we, you know, have the rest of the instruments. So you have the bass, the drums, the guitar, you know, just like constantly going throughout this, like adding a little bit more throughout. You know, it was like a slow, gradual build up with the rest of the instruments as well, and it's been pretty constant ever since. You know, so I think that's really nicely done. Yeah, everything they're doing here is really awesome. The artwork for the album is interesting as well. I get this impression that this is like a telephone pole. I'm not really sure what this is. And then yeah, these kind of give off this like, it kind of looks like a plastic knife a little bit, or like a net, or maybe if you rotate this, you know, just a little bit that way, it could be like a sunset or something. So it's kind of hard to tell. It could be like just an abstract design as well. But yeah, I think it's really interesting. Kind of, to me, kind of goes along with the song a little bit. Just kind of fits that. So I think that's really nice. But yeah, I think this is really awesome. I'm liking it so far. Let's see here. Sky, thank you very much for doing the daily check-in over there as well. By the way, I think I forgot to say yesterday, I hit 700,000. Jeez, that is so many channel points. I bet at the same time, that's what happens when you don't spend any. You get to save them for something big. The lead singer studied illustration. They're all his. Oh, okay. So that's awesome. Yeah, even the font is really interesting as well. You know, it just kind of alternates with the reds and blues, and it goes, you know, along with the circles that they put up above. Yeah, let's go ahead and check out the rest of this here, bro. I feel like it all built up to this moment, really. It just kind of like exploded here. It's hard to tell if we're fading out or if we're like dropping instruments a little at a time, because we've already lost the drums. Now we've lost the vocals. Interesting. It just all kind of ended. I feel like we kind of lost the drums for a little bit, and then they kind of did something like a different like drumming pattern at the end there. It kind of just came back a little bit. It was kind of like at first I was like, I don't know if we're kind of dropping off each member's portion just one at a time, because like again, like it dropped the drums and then we dropped the vocal work, and then you still had the guitar and the bass, but it sounded like they added the drums back into it at the end. And it felt like really that last portion, pretty much that whole portion we got once I hit play again, it like the song built up to that portion and it just kind of exploded there. That's kind of what it felt like to me. It just really had this positive spin on it, and I think that was really nice. It just has this really like great feeling, you know. But yeah, I think it is a great track for sure. I liked it. Yeah, I really like the instability they produced with that end. Yeah, it's just I don't know. It definitely felt a little unstable, but like not in a bad way at all. You know, it's kind of hard to describe, but I think instability is a great word there for that. Let's see here. So this is number 7. Alrighty, so jump into the next one. Yasmin's track, The Bass Gang, Jolly Soldier Bold is next. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this. There we go. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go.
Upon one summer's morning, I carelessly did stray down by the walls of Wapping, where I met a sailor gay, conversing with a young.
It's a much more ominous performance, I feel like, by comparison to the other Bass Gang performances we've been able to check out.
I fear you'll ne'er return again. My heart is pierced by Cupid. I disdain all glittering gold. There is nothing can console me but my jolly sailor bold.
That bass, that's so good. I feel like that font does not match this intensity.
His eyes as black as coal. May happiness attend him wherever he may go. From Tower Hill to Blackwall, how wonder, weep and moan, all for my jolly sailor until he sails home. My heart is pierced by Cupid. I disdain all glittering gold. There is nothing can console me but my jolly sailor bold. My father was a merchant, the truth I now will tell, and in great London city, in opulence doth dwell. His fortune doth exceed 300,000 coins of gold, and he frowns upon his daughter 'cause she loves a sailor bold. My heart is pierced by Cupid.
I like how everybody's taking turns with the verses.
There is nothing can console me but my jolly sailor bold.
Pause real quick. Yeah, I'm liking how they're performing this. I don't know if we've checked this song out before or not. It's hard to tell. It kind of sounds vaguely familiar, but I mean, there are other sea shanties that have a much more menacing sound to them. So again, hard to tell if somebody else has performed this or not. But yeah, I'm liking how they're going about this. Like, it just has this sense of eeriness and dread that they're bringing to this, especially with the makeup and the black and white filming that they're doing. How each of them are taking turns on the verses, and then they come in with the chorus and they all harmonize together, I think is really nicely done. And the how low they're able to go. Obviously, it's the bass gang, so they can hit some bass notes. It's just it's crazy how low people can go and how low they're able to go. They do the reverberating sensation when they hit those really low notes, and I think that's awesome. And again, the font that they had on the screen, like the cursive writing and stuff, just how it was on the screen, it did not match this. Like it didn't match this at all. It was like very contradictory. So I think that's really cool how they did that as well. Excuse me. And yeah, it definitely does sound like something from Pirates of the Caribbean. Maybe that's why it sounds kind of familiar. Wasn't this like a song that they did? I could be thinking of a different one, but before a bunch of pirates were about to be hung in the third movie at the very beginning, that's kind of what this sounds like a little bit. But again, it might be something else completely. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I'm liking it so far. I like it. It's from one of the Pirate Caribbean films, I think, and definitely spooky. I might have requested the Hound of the Fox version. Maybe. That's possible. Yeah, it's very eerie and super cool. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. That was Hoist the Okay, that was I was like, I was relatively sure that it was a different song, but I don't know. If y'all could figure out what movie this is from, I bet I can like, picture that scene. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out the rest of this. Here we go.
My name it is Maria, a merchant's daughter.
The high vocals, the falsetto of singing style, I wasn't expecting that at all.
My parents send 3,000 pounds a year, while up aloft in storm or gale from his absence mourn, and firmly pray arrive the
It's like angelic, but in a creepy way.
Come all you pretty fair maids, whoever you may be, who love a jolly sailor bold that plows the raging sea. My heart is pierced by Cupid, I disdain all glittering gold.
The glitching effects they're bringing into this, I think, are nicely done as well.
Console me, but my jolly sailor bold.
Jeez. They definitely have some great talent. It's kind of a shame they're not bigger. Because they do some great stuff. They really do. Yeah, I really like how they went about this. That next verse, bringing in the falsetto singing style, I don't know if I knew that they could hit notes like that. That's just, it's wild how they're able to not only go as low as they can, but also complete opposite side of the spectrum. And it's just, it complemented the whole performance very nicely. I liked that. But yeah, I think they did a phenomenal job with this one. I liked it. It might still be from a Pirates movie, just not when the pirates are getting hung. I think it's sung in Pirates of the Caribbean, but it's been so long since I watched those movies. It's sung by a mermaid. Okay, so if it's mermaids, then it would have been the fourth one, I think. I'm not gonna play the video. I'm just gonna, yeah, on Stranger Tides. So yeah, that was the fourth movie. That's why it sounded familiar, but kind of not at the same time, because I've only seen that one like once, maybe twice. So we got there. Good job, everybody. All right, so that was number 8. Y'all, I'm starving now. All right. Yeah, like a siren. Yeah, like, cause I don't remember exactly the theme of that movie. It was they were after the Fountain of Youth, if I remember right, and they needed a mermaid's tear to make that happen or something. I don't know. It seemed a little more convoluted than anything else, but it wasn't the worst one, that's for sure. That's the one I'm least familiar with. I still think the worst one was the 5th movie, Dead Men Tell No Tales with Javier Bardem. Like, it had cool effects, but just how they went about telling it, just it was something about that didn't flow right, unfortunately. But I mean, it is what it is. All right, so this next one is from Jim. This is Måneskin Beggin'. This is the only other Måneskin song that I've heard, and I've never really listened to it all the way through. But yeah, once we checked out that other Måneskin song, this one popped up on the radio like a couple of days later. I was like, that's who Måneskin is. Okay, and I did not bother listening to it all the way through then. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. But congratulations, Ace. Thank you also very much. For those who weren't here at the beginning or are not aware, I got engaged over vacation. So I went on vacation with a girlfriend, and I came back with a fiance. So I forgot there was another one. Yeah, there's 5 so far, 5 Pirates movies, and I think they're trying to get another one going or something. I don't know. But yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go.
Put your loving hand out, baby, 'cause I'm begging.
If I remember right, they had some really unique styles, is what we talked about.
I'm begging, begging you to put your loving hand out, baby. I'm begging, begging you to put your loving hand out, darling. Riding high when I was king, I played it hard and fast, 'cause I had everything. I walked away, you want me then, but easy come and easy go, and it wouldn't. So anytime I bleed, you let me go. Yeah, anytime I feel, you got me. No, anytime I see,
I think it's hard work in this song.
just let me go. I'm on my knees when I'm begging, 'cause I don't wanna lose you. Hey, yeah, ra-da-da-da, 'cause I'm begging, begging you.
There are so many different like outfit changes throughout this video.
I'm begging, begging you, and put your loving hand out, darling. I need you to understand. Try so hard to be your man, the kind of man you want in the end. Only then can I begin to live again. An empty shell I used to be, the shadow all my life was hanging over me. A broken man that I don't know, won't even stand, that never stands to be my soul. Why we're chilling, why we're chasing, why the bottom, why the basement, why we got good, she don't embrace it. Why the feels what I need to replace me. You're the wrong way,
I feel like it's always a shame when musicians break instruments.
like a heart in the best way, shit. You can give it away, you have, and you take the bait. But I keep walking on, keep opening the door, keep open for that the door is yours, keep also home. 'Cause I'm the one that live in a broken home, girl, I'm begging. Yeah, I'm begging, begging you to put your love in the hand now, baby. I'm begging, begging you to put your love in the hand now, darling. I'm finding hard to hold my own, just can't make it all alone. I'm holding on, I can't fall back. I'm just a call, not
I'm gonna pause right there. I haven't paused, or I probably should have paused sooner, but that's fine. Yeah, like his vocal work is really interesting throughout this. It almost gives off this like whine throughout. It's really an interesting style throughout. But it also has this like raspy style. So it's like a raspy whine, and it just kind of works throughout this. And then yeah, the instrumental portions throughout this, like I really like the guitar work throughout this song. I think it's really cool. And then, you know, throughout this, you have the bass of the drums as well coming in at different times. You have these da 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 da, and like just like different moments where they're coming in, and then different moments where they're kind of absent. And I think that's really interesting how we're kind of weaving in and out with the instruments. The video is kind of confusing. I don't know, because I mean, it is a pretty big channel, but it almost gives off this impression that the video is not the band, or like it's just different footage kind of spliced together, and it almost kind of gives off this impression it has nothing to do with the song itself, or it has nothing to do with the music video or something like that. Like, because even when they're singing, or when he's singing in the video, it doesn't match up with the song itself. So it's hard. I know it says official video, but I don't know. It's hard to say if it actually is the official video or not. And even throughout this, like, you had them kind of dancing, kind of moving at the beginning to like a camera that was kind of pointed upward, and it kind of gave off this like CCTV footage. And then like all the different outfit changes that we're getting throughout this, and it's just there's a lot of different outfit changes. But yeah, I think it's really cool. I'm liking it so far. Did she know the proposal was coming? I think she kind of had an idea that something might be happening at some point in the future, and maybe on the trip. Because like I did have the ring in a bag, and I put the bag in the safe in the hotel room, and she's like, I mean, it kind of gave off that something was in there, but I didn't want to keep that in my backpack or something. Like, it's not that I don't trust the hotel staff or anything like that, but I'm like, it's more just like a peace of mind kind of thing, just to keep your valuables in a safe. So that's kind of why I did that. So that may have given that away as well. But even still, did not realize I was going to be doing that during the dinner. You know, thought I'd suggest something different for me. Yeah, for sure. No, absolutely. So yeah, let's go ahead and check out the rest of this. Here we go.
I'm just a call, but your face is black. I'm begging you, put your loving hand out, baby. I'm begging you to put your loving hand out, darling. I'm begging
He brings in this like vocal intensity at times too. There's something about that part that I really like, just the bass line, just by itself. I think that's really cool. And then bringing in the drums and probably the guitar afterwards. Oh, I thought it was gonna be like a gradual build up as well, but no, it was not. So yeah, video was kind of interesting. I'm not sure how much that had to do with the song itself, but yeah, I really like the instrumentation of this song, and you know, he just has this like intensity that he brings to this performance with the vocals, especially, you know, closer to the end on that one. I think it just all works together. I really liked it. All right, let's go ahead and mark that one off. So this was number 9. All right, let's go ahead and get 3 picked up. Here we go. Here we go. I wonder if this is the one that we saw. I'm not for sure. I know we did see one of the Glorious Deaths, but I don't know if that was the one that we saw or not. Hard to say. I'm also going to start right there. Okay, we'll do that. Okay. All right. So this first one is from Love Tigress. This is a tease NASA, like the space program NASA. That would be my guess. It's from the same album with Adrenaline, but it became such a fan favorite, and NASA themselves posted about it. Okay, yeah, that answers that. Hey, I'm excited. Hey, I'm Reverberace. So Atiz decided to release a special video for it. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So let's go ahead and copy this. I almost said Ace of Bade because that, old name. Old habits die hard, right? So yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. This is Atiz NASA. Here we go. Oh yeah, it kind of gives off this like on the moon vibe, the way he's moving. They always had great choreography. They kind of give off this like space outfit, but at the same time give off this like snow outfit, like really like these coats and stuff. So I think it has multi-purpose work here. The lighting is also, it really works here. Cause like these portions, it kind of makes them look like they're on the moon. Pause right there. Yeah, I'm really liking how they're going about this performance. It's a really minimal stage, I feel like. They have a bunch of gray walls up and they have this little stage that's great as well. And how they're playing with the lighting, it works really nicely. They bring it down completely. It just makes it look like they're out in space. It gives off this impression because it's gray. It kind of makes it look like they're on the moon. How they're moving with the choreography and stuff. Like at times they're moving, a little bit slower, so it gives off that gravity impression, which is really nice, or I guess lack thereof gravity. And because in space you have less gravity to play with. The instrumentals, just playing with all the different like horns and stuff, I think really work with this as well. It gives off this, I don't know, like it doesn't really give off this like space theme or anything like that. I don't really know exactly how that would go necessarily, but I think what they have going for them works really nicely here. It definitely works with the choreography that they have. Just all the different movements and motions that they're bringing to this. Vocal work, definitely works for this as well. The different styles that they bring to this performance. pretty much like all their performances, they have multiple different styles that they bring depending on the vocalist, and just mixing them all together works really well. But yeah, I think this is like a really cool idea for a video, and I mean it goes really nicely with the song, just like aiming for the stars, just like NASA, like it says right there. Just like set your goals really high and shoot for those, really, really go for it, like whatever you're trying to achieve. But yeah, I'm liking it so far. Let's see here. The lyrics again for this are amazing. Yeah, just like how fast they're going as well is really nice. Ace of Spades, Reverberate, same goat. I am not a goat. I am a person. How dare you call me a goat? Very rude, Sky. The instrumental for this goes crazy. It is going pretty crazy, yeah. I think I'm probably gonna hold off on continuing just because we are in an ad break, so we're gonna vibe for a little bit before we jump back into it. I don't want anybody to miss anything. Not an ad. I don't know what to tell you, Sky. We got another 2 minutes, but we'll vibe for a little bit. Don't worry, we're not gonna miss anything. I hate that there are ads. If I could remove them, I would, but I don't know how, and I don't think we're allowed to. So I could just be on different platforms, I suppose, but and I'm not even sure if if all the platforms that I'm on, if only one of them has ads, or if they all have. I have no idea. I don't know how all that works, unfortunately. Somebody would have to let me know if with the red platform, if there are ever any ads midstream, or if it's just like at the beginning, or how all that works. I have no idea. Atiz is from a very small company, and they are the first K-pop group that's not from the Big Four to be this successful. The Big Four, I guess my question is, who are the Big Four in terms of K-pop? Like, I'm guessing like BTS is probably one of them, but beyond that, I don't really know much about K-pop. So some information about that would be kind of cool to learn. All right, we got another minute to go. I have not had lunch at all, and I am definitely starving. Let me see what's for lunch today while we're vibing here. Let's see here. I don't care if a policy updated. I don't really care at all. If I remember, I'm supposed to have chicken wraps, but let me double check. Yeah, so it's 2 wraps. It's 2 wraps. Some chicken breasts, which I'm gonna throw in the air fryer, and then spinach and cheese and all that. Some cucumber if I can get a hold of it. BTS are from Hybe, which is one of the Big Four companies. Okay. And then who are the other 3, I guess? Would Forestella count for one of those? I don't really know. But we have SM Entertainment and JYP. Oh, we're talking about companies themselves, not groups. Okay, I think that's where I got confused. I understand now. I got you. All right, so we are done with the ad break. So let's go ahead and back it up a little bit. So yeah, let's go ahead and check out the rest of this. Here we go. That slow motion effect was really cool. Oh, I guess there wasn't really much left to the song itself. What did that say at the end? Not that part. That part. So this was a part 3, I'm guessing, this video that we checked out. And then what are parts 1 and 2? I guess that would be my question. I don't remember the 4th one. A tease is from KQ. Right, that's the thing that pops up at the very beginning of all their videos. Okay. I got you. All right. That one was cool. Visually appealing. Go. All right, so next up we have Popstar's submission. No, the album is called Golden Hour Part 4. So does that mean this is their 4th album? Work was from Golden Hour Part 1. So all of their albums, like, do they follow that pattern where it's Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, and now Part 4? Is that... Did I understand that correctly? I'm kind of curious about that. Before we jump into this, I gotta take a little mini potty break. So I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna turn this back on. I'll just leave this up so y'all know what's coming up. Just give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Let's see here. Work was from Golden Hour Part 1. This is actually the first time we got a Part 4. They usually have their albums as Part 1 to 3 and then do epilogues or fin episodes. But with Golden Hour series, we got a Part 4. We're guessing it's part of the lore because we got a new world, the underworld. Right, okay, I do remember that part, yeah. Okay, I got you. All right, Popstars, I don't know if you are still here or not, but we are on yours. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and send this one over. Go ahead and mute that. There we go. So this is Baby Rexha, In the Name of Love, another well-known song from the Albanian singer Baby Rexha, which we got to check out last time, if I'm not mistaken, or the time before that. Can't really remember exactly when we checked out, but this is Martin Garrix featuring Baby Rexha, In the Name of Love, live at Capitol's Jingle Bell Ball in 2016. Excuse me. So this was... it'll be 10 years ago this year, but you know, it's about 9 years ago. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go.
Would you let me lead you even when you're blind in the darkness, in the middle of the night, in the silence?
All right, it's gonna be a little flashy. I've never really been a huge fan of these kind of instrumentals. It's just something I've never really vibed with too much. But I know it was a big thing in the 2010s.
Come and meet me in the sky. Would you trust me when we're jumping from the heights? Would you fall in the name of love? When there's madness, when there's
But these instrumentals are fine.
sadness, leaves you broken in your bed. I will hold you in the depths of your despair. And it's all in the name of love, in the name of love. Sing it in the name of
You can really hear the audience. Fire is an interesting thing here. It doesn't really feel like it fits for this performance. Not that it doesn't fit for pop, but I mean, this is like a Christmas performance. Like, the lighting's fine, but it's just, the fire just seems kind of an oddity.
screaming the holy light. You'll bring me back to life. It's all in the name of love.
She definitely has great range.
Gonna testify. Screaming the holy light. You'll bring me back to life. And it's all in the name of love. In the name of amazing. In the name of love. 3, 2, 1, go.
All of that confetti, and jeez. That's insane. The sparklers going off as well. All right, well, we don't need that part at the end there. Yeah, so, I mean, she definitely has great range. She has great vocal capacity throughout this performance. Like, she can hit some really high notes. She brings in that power as well. She's got some decent stage presence throughout this. The lighting, you know, is pretty fitting, I feel like. And, you know, I just feel like the fire was a little out of place. You know, we also got the confetti cannons going off and the sparklers, which I feel like that's fitting. That definitely works here. But yeah, just the fire was kind of throwing me a little bit. But I mean, it was only a small portion, so it wasn't too big of a deal, I don't think. And yeah, the instrumentals, after the build up with the beat and everything, those horns and stuff. I've never been a huge fan of those, but the rest of the instruments throughout this performance I thought were fine. You know, they definitely were great. And then we also had a little bit of vocal work from, I'm guessing that was Martin Garrix dancing with her on stage at the end there. That would be my guess. But yeah, I think overall it was a fine performance. You know, definitely had a great energy, and you know the crowd was definitely loving that for sure. Like, she even had them involved during this performance, which you always like to see that. But yeah, I think it was fine. You've already reacted to Glorious Death, right? It's up to you if you want to play it or not. I mean, it's on here, so we'll definitely do it. You know, especially if that's one that you want us to do. Because I mean, even though I've seen it, there are other people that haven't. So I think there are benefits to playing songs, even though I've checked them out before. There's benefits to playing them again. By the way, if you want a raid, am I good to suggest Pokemon? Yeah, anybody. I'm down to meet some new streamers for sure. Glorious Death is class. I don't know about class necessarily, because I mean it's it's death, but you know I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Okay, speaking of, that is the next one we are doing. So this is Dan Vasc and Eric July. So this is this is a comic book. Is that what it was that they're doing? They're like promoting. Is that how it works? Let me see. This is Norfolk, my new heavy metal project. Yeah, project was the word I was looking for. It's a fictitious band, and it's in a comic. Yeah. Okay, so it's a band in this comics universe that is out, and this is the band that they have. I guess it's kind of like Death Clock in a way. I'm guessing that's the best similarity that I can think of. If you know what that is from Metalocalypse. But yeah, let's go ahead and read this real quick. Excuse me. This is an original from Dan, and it features Eric July from Rippaverse. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go. So yeah, it's like an animated band. Which I've always appreciated, because like Gorillaz is another animated band.
Here we stand at the turn of the tide. I can see an innate desire. Sword in hand, warriors side by side. I can feel it, it burns like fire. Worlds collide, an unstable landscape, side by side. But that's what this man digs. Be it might and unlikely allegiance. We will fight because that's the best defense. No turning back, for such is our path. This day we find a glorious death. Glorious death.
I'm hoping they're working on more.
Mission is clear as we ride against a dark empire. By my soul, may the last thing they hear be the roar of this raging fire. Listen, be
Dan's range is just incredible. And then Eric's intensity, both of that works so well together. They really bring an intensity that just fits so nicely. You really feel like we're going to war. Whether it be like Viking worthy or what. That's kind of the impression I kind of get by how one of them's illustrated, but could also be like a Crusader aspect too. So he kind of has this like Viking aspect. Just holding that note, man. It's just wild. Oh, there is. Yeah, that's right. There is an animated video. That one I have not seen, but the video that we checked out, I'm guessing has like scenes from that kind of woven into the performance itself. Yeah, I mean, just how they go about performing it's heavy rock. It fits so nicely. The vocal work that they have together, it just works. You know, and even at times like singing together, like each of them brings something to this, and it just works really nice. The range, intensity, and power they bring to this performance, it works. It's so good. I really like it. Dan is working on a Manowar full tribute cover album plus a song called Man Buns Are Gay since he lost a bet, and yes, Dan and Eric want to do more for this. You know, that's valid. What bet did he lose? I'm kind of curious. It would be interesting to find out. I think I did hear something about a Manowar tribute album a while back, but I haven't heard anything about it since. But yeah, it sounds like he's still working on it. Love this song as well. These reactions are top tier at the moment. Well, thank you. I'm doing my best. All right, so it looks like we have 3 more. All right, so this was number 12. All right, so let's go ahead and pull these up. Come on, work with me here. Not playing them just yet. That's creepy looking. Okay. Got these pulled up. Alrighty, so this first one is from Niue. This is Toothache by Bunny. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. It's a rock artist in a new underground scene that is a mix of Midwest emo and math rock. Interesting. Let me copy this because I can't read beyond that. There we go. The style and lyrics are influenced from emo as well as from an underground rapper, Jades. I don't think I'm pronouncing that name right. Who transitioned into rock with a unique sound and pushed boundaries within this underground scene. Bunny, it has kind of popularized this sound. Okay, valid. Very creepy artwork, not gonna lie. It kind of gives off this scary stories to tell in the dark vibe. It's kind of what I'm getting from that. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this out. Here we go.
Bastards.
Yeah, I do hear that Midwest emo sound. I like those hammer-ons. And I like how rhythmic the vocal work is.
You're such a Tuesday, so every time I bite my tongue, it hurts. Now it's too late when you wish I
Yeah, even the vocal work, it kind of gives off that maybe Midwest emo, but also kind of just pop punk. Like, it kind of gives off that Blink-182 vibe. That's some good bass work there too. The build up into this. That was like a very sudden scream that just hasn't been here. It's really interesting how sometimes the music is in one ear and not in both of them. And then like at the beginning it was like that, and then everything came in and it was in both of them. So just kind of bouncing back and forth with how the sound comes in, I think is really cool. And yeah, I really like the guitar work throughout this. It just has some great hammer-ons throughout this. It really does give off that Midwest emo sound. Vocal work, you know, he relatively clean vocals, but it kind of does give off that pop punk Midwest emo vibe throughout this song. And then yeah, there's just like sudden little yells at times, and it just kind of comes in out of nowhere seemingly. But I think it really works. It just kind of subverts your expectation throughout this, and I think that's really cool. But yeah, I think that one was pretty good. Let's see here. All right, so that was 13. So we got 2 more. I'm also going to go ahead. Let's see. Unpin. And then I'm also going to go ahead and delete that. There we go. All right. We're not gonna, I don't think we're gonna add any more to the list. We're pretty much done after these 2. Alrighty, so this next one is from Donnie. This is Unlocated Hell by Zun and Team Shanghai Alice. This is the stage 4 theme from the game Touhou 17. There we go. Wily Beast and The Weakest Creature. This is, hopefully I'm pronouncing all this right. Zun's the solo member of Team Shanghai Alice. First attempt at composing meta. Interesting. Okay. Also interesting artwork here as well. Oh, metal. There we go. Maybe I skipped that. It's possible I misread that. It is definitely possible I misread that. So we're getting metal. Cool. Looking forward to it because I like metal. Now we are going to cut it off at the 6-minute mark, just because we had a hard 6-minute cut period, just so we can get through everybody's. So hopefully we get the gist of it by then. But yeah, let's go ahead and check this out. Here we go. It's a shooting game. Okay. I do get a video game vibe from this. I can see that. I like how the guitar kind of backs off and gives the other instruments like time to shine as well. I feel like the keyboard's really doing some work throughout this. Huh? It really brings in this intensity, like you can feel like something's happening during this. And this kind of gives off like a Mega Man vibe almost. Like I can definitely picture different like video game genres throughout this. Like there was a portion in like a few seconds there that kind of gave off this like Castlevania vibe. I gotta put my jacket on. It's a little chilly in here. Alright, I couldn't figure that out. We're just gonna stand up and put it on. It's fine. I think the electric drum, like throughout this, that beat, it really fits nicely. There's like this intensity that they're bringing to this, but it's not like, it didn't fill you with dread or anything. It kind of amps you up a little bit. And yeah, bringing in the horns, I think is a nice touch as well. I don't know, there's really just something that hits really well with video game music, you know? I will say I don't think I've heard of this game before. Is it like a new game or is it an old game? I guess it's been out for a while because it says Windows 7, 8, and 10. Okay, to be fair, I let it play a little bit longer than I should have. But yeah, I mean, there's like this crazy intensity that he brings to this, like all the instrumentals and everything. It all works together so nicely. It just it really gives off this intensity, but it doesn't really fill you with dread or anything. But at the same time, you get this sense of different genres that he brings to this. You can even feel these different games that he brings to it as well, kind of paying homage to all of those. So I think that's really cool. Do I place my one freebie song request here in chat? So we're actually checking out this last one that was submitted in, and that's actually going to be it for today. Because we're kind of coming up to the mark anyway. But I also have to get something to eat. But what I would say is just hold on to it, and the next reaction stream, submit it then, and we'll be able to check it out, which should be next Tuesday. Okay. So it should be next Tuesday when we do another reaction stream. That's the current plan. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out this final one. This is, and I may butcher this, and I do apologize. Asks DCI STEM Lost Media Hunt. And this is Unknown Freshman 15. The song is Lost Wave. No person has been credited. Please help promote it or make a video about the mystery. Interesting. All right, so we got some stuff happening during this. I already dropped this one. I did. Okay. I may have already dropped it in the other chat. And that one's kind of on me. My bad. But yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go.
She eats my chocolate whenever I leave. Yeah, she's a gaining. The freshman 15. Oh, she's a getting thicker. All the way around.
Is this kind of like a parody off a parody of Gold Digger?
Saying she's a lot thicker. The way she eats a snicker.
This is a parody. Interesting. I forget who does Gold Digger, but it almost gives off this Weird Owl aspect. Kanye, that's it, yeah. I never got into Kanye. And then he kind of went off the deep end for a while, but I'm pretty sure that was some mental health things going on there.
Have gotta last me the entire year. To all you fellas understanding my fear, just holler separate checks, please. Separate checks, please. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep it real with the girl, but how I'm feeling you, girl. So what's the deal with the girl? And I know that I'm love, you can't put up.
The video looks like it's really old, but it can't be that old.
Have you seen the way she eats a snicker? I ain't saying she's a lot sicker. But have you seen the way she eats a snicker? Knows how to eat. Chow down, girl, go ahead, chow down. Knows how to eat. Chow down, girl, go ahead.
And now I'm just hungry. I need food. Interesting. That was I think a very well done parody. Oh, this is like pretty new also. Well, I mean, this was uploaded pretty recently, but yeah, actually, it even says right here, this is a parody of Kanye West Gold Digger. So yeah, I mean, the video, it does kind of give off a much older like shot. Like, it looks like it's much older. I don't know when Gold Digger came out. I couldn't say necessarily, but yeah, I think they definitely had something there for sure. I wonder if they kept going or who they are. I also have questions about that. But yeah, I think that was pretty fun. All right, so we got that. Let me copy that. There we go. Sky, I'm gonna pull up this real quick. Mute. All right, cool. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call it there today. I did want to thank everybody for your submissions and hanging out and everything. Y'all are freaking awesome. The follows that we got today are over on the Purple app as well. Thank you for those. And then the priority requests from Valinda, Sally, and Sergius. Thank you for those as well. We're gonna raid out over on the other one. So there we go. I'm gonna get that popped up. I don't have my bot up, so let's do. We'll do that. Just copy that. We'll do that. But yeah, we'll be back for sure next Tuesday for another reaction stream, and next Monday I'll be doing a Pokemon stream because we're getting really close to finishing this game, and I'm super excited about it. And then I'm not for sure, but I may do an additional Pokemon stream this week. We'll see how things go. Can't make any promises, but I really do want to finish this game and move on to the next one. But y'all have a great week. Be sure to check out the reactions that are dropping soon. The Ozzy Osbourne reaction that I'm dropping on Friday. It's also a revisit, but it's a good one. It is definitely a good one, I think. But y'all have a great week, and I will see y'all later. Bye, guys.